The producer's kind of like the coach on a team. And if you want to use a football analogy, you think of the director maybe as the quarterback. So the coach of the team is trying to bring all the pieces together and make everything work really well. Keep everything organized and running on track, on time, on budget. I think one of the most important skills for a producer would be to be a good organizer, because you've got to, and it doesn't matter, if you're Steven Spielberg or if you're just starting out, what you have to work with is not unlimited. You have a certain amount of time, you have a certain budget, maybe no budget. Maybe you're trying to do it by asking favors from people. So organizing how that's going to work with the resources that you have it's a tough job. So the producer is sort of the overall of, this is how much time we have, this is what we have for resources, and trying to keep even the great ideas that people will have saying yes or no. We can't do that because we just don't have the time or the budget to do that. I would say for any of the positions in a film project, the distinguishing factor between a good producer, director, editor, and a bad one is when you throw them a curveball, they don't have something that they wanted or needed, how do they recover from that? Because you never have everything you want, you never have everything you need. So you've got to, okay, I've got an actor that's sick today. I can't shoot that scene, I gotta do something else. I have all these people here, I got to shoot something else. How quickly can they react to a disaster or a problem, or something's broken, or somebody's missing, or a piece of the puzzle's missing? How quickly do they react to that? Should they stand and stomp their feet and yell at everybody? Or do they say, okay, we can't do what we were planning on doing today. Here's plan B. The producer would work with writer, director, cinematographer to figure out, okay, what are all the elements that we need, the external elements that aren't the 3 or 4 of us that we need to tell this story. And then have a schedule. How are we going to do this? How much time do we have? How much money do we have? What do we have for resources? And how do we accomplish this in this small amount of time that we have? To sort of bring everybody together and having the same vision for what the production will end up being, there has to be sort of a leader that's going to sit everybody down and say, okay, this is what we're going for. This is what we're trying to achieve. Someone who establishes some common goals that everybody will work towards together. Having a good leader that inspires everybody, I think is really important. Learn. My grandfather said, a day is wasted if you don't learn something new. So in your filmmaking process, learn from making films. Learn something new.